channel. If this is your first time here, then feel free to check out our first episode, episode 101, in which I show you how to connect OneScope to other apps by setting up your integrations and communication channels. In today's video, I will show you how to power up your sales using OneScope to design a modern sales funnel with automated lead generation. This process specifically relies on MailChimp as a marketing tool. MailChimp is a platform that helps you create beautiful and modern marketing templates or campaigns to boost your brand visibility and sales. If you're looking to take your marketing and communication to the next level, I encourage you to subscribe to MailChimp. Specifically for our lead generation and sales funnel workflow, we will be using MailChimp Transactional Email. MailChimp Transactional Email allows you to use MailChimp templates externally, and this works beautifully with your OneScope subscription. MailChimp subscription also allows you to set up your website and landing page right from your account. When it comes to websites, small businesses have the choice between many builders and hosts. However, for the purpose of this demo, I will be using WordPress as the primary web builder to show you how to seamlessly connect your forms to update lead contact information. Ready? Let's get started. Once you have successfully subscribed to MailChimp, you will need to access MailChimp Mintral and create your API key, as well as verify your domain in settings. Doing so will allow you to send personalized and custom templates from your domain through OneScope using features such as automations, compose email, or reply. Alright, so let's do a quick walkthrough. You can access MailChimp Mintral by going to mintralapp.com. To set up your API key and verify your domain, you'll need to navigate to Settings. In Settings, right from the SMTP and API Info tab, you can create your API key. Please keep in mind that this API key will be shown to you only once, so make sure to keep this key safe. Additionally, you can navigate to Domains and Numbers. In Domains and Numbers, you can easily verify your domain. Alright, now that you have both your API key and your domain fully verified, you're ready for the next step. You'll need to head back over to MailChimp. This time, we'll navigate to Campaigns, Email Templates. In Email Templates, you'll have the option to use a saved template or create one using MailChimp templates, or also create a template from scratch. For the purpose of this demo, we will select a MailChimp template. Make sure to create and design the template as you need it, and give it a descriptive name. Alright, once you have your template design ready to go, click Save and Exit. From the list of templates, you can easily go to More option and Send to Mintral. This is a very important step to ensure that OneScope can access your template to send on your behalf. You can always verify that the template was sent to Mintral by going back to your Mintral account. Always search the templates by name. Optionally, You can also set up a sales funnel directly in MailChimp and combine this funnel with your automations in OneScope. As you can see, you'll have many options to choose from. Now that you have your templates all set and ready to go, the next step is to connect your external data sources and tell OneScope where to get the data from. We will start with your website. For the purpose of this demo, we will be using Google Sheets and WordPress. First, you will want to access your Google Sheet account and create your first spreadsheet. For columns, we will use first name, last name, email, phone, industry, services, and description. The next step is to log in to your website builder and create your leads form. For this example, we are using WordPress in combination with Elementor. As you can see, I have created a simple form named Leads Form. The form will serve to gather emails from visitors who would like to request deals. Our goal is to link this form to the lead sheets, then to OneScope. WordPress users have the ability to install plugins. A very useful plugin is Automator. As you can see, with Automator, I can navigate to add new recipe. We'll want the form to be accessible by any user, and so the recipe applies to everyone. Go ahead and give a meaningful name to your recipe. Next, we'll create the recipe with a trigger. Now that you have successfully connected your leads sheets in your Google Sheets account to your leads form in your website, the next step is to connect the leads sheets to OneScope to help you use this data in the app with the automation, leads generation, and other sales related features. So let's head over to OneScope. To connect your leads sheets to OneScope, you will need to navigate to Master Settings, Backend Configurations, Global Entity. You will need to turn on each integration. As you can see, I already turned on Google Drive, Google Sheets, MailChimp. The next step is to connect each app to OneScope by specifically logging in. To accomplish this, you will need to navigate to Backend Configuration, Integration Settings. As you can see, I have quite a few apps already integrated OneScope. The apps we're specifically looking for are Google Drive, Google Sheets, MailChimp. For a complete walkthrough on how to properly set up your integrations and communications channel, please check out our first episode, episode 101, and feel free to come back to this video. Next thing, I want to specifically tell OneScope that it is okay to use the list sheet. To do that, I will navigate to Resources and Manage, then Files. In Files, I will go ahead and select a new file to link. So now that we have our leads sheets from Google Sheet connected to OneScope, all we need to do is tell the app to pull the data from the sheet and store it in the corresponding table or collection in the app. In this case, we will store the data from our leads sheets to the leads collection. First, navigate to Master Settings, then Backend Configuration, and in Data Sources, you'll want to navigate to Google Sheets. In the Google Sheets tab, you scroll down or locate the Add Sheet Mapping button. Once you click on Add Sheet Mapping, you should be able to select the database collection you would like to store the data to. Then, make sure to select the proper or accurate sheets. Here we have the leads sheets, lead from website. So it should tell you your spreadsheet name and the specific sheets. You can verify the sheet ID and accurately map. As you can see, the 8 columns of our leads from website sheets were populated. I've already placed first name for contact first name, last name, contact last name, email, contact email, phone, so on for all the applicable fields. Once done, you can go ahead and save, or in this case, update the mapping. The last thing to do is make sure to enable the watch. By enabling the watch, you are telling OneScope to specifically listen for any change. Once a sheet row is added, OneScope will be able to detect that change and accurately save the data from the row to the leads collection using your mapping. As you can see, the lead sheets now displays Disable Watch. This should be the indicator that your sheet has been successfully set up for automated data sourcing. Go ahead and put that to test. As you can see, we still have first name, last name, email, phone, industry, next, description, and services. Let's go ahead and add our first test lead. As you can see, as we were adding the lead was being synced. You can confirm this by showing a new column under the name of OneScope Sync Status, OneScope Last Sync Date as the second column added, and OneScope Record ID as the third column. The first column added tells you that the row has been synced to OneScope. The second column tells you the date of the last sync, while the third column gives you the actual ID to locate or synced data in OneScope. Let's go ahead and verify this. I will go ahead and navigate to client acquisitions, leads funnel. As you can see, our test lead has been successfully added to OneScope from the lead sheets. And so, from this point forward, you can expect all leads entered or received by your connected sheets to be sent to OneScope. At any time, you can disable the watch or automations to remove or cancel any sync from your lead sheet to OneScope. Similarly, you can add multiple sheets and use the same process to easily, seamlessly sync all your data from a Google Sheet to OneScope. Next, you will want to set up your templates for use in the app. Templates are commonly used in the comments or email features. As you can see, you can either write from scratch to the lead or send a template. Alright, let's go ahead and ensure that your leads can successfully receive beautifully crafted templates from your MailChimp account. To do so, we will navigate back to Master Settings, then Backend Configurations, Global. This time, we're not going to Google Sheets. Instead, we will use MailChimp. Inside your MailChimp configuration, you will want to set up your data center as well as your API key. Once you have this data entered, you can easily save your configuration. From this point forward, what you need to do is access your leads and use your templates. Please keep in mind that the templates may be refreshed every time a lead is accessed, so it might take a couple of seconds for them to load. Once the templates are loaded, you should be able to see them while or after clicking on Select a Template. Also, it is important to keep in mind that each template will populate its applicable variables. So remember to fill your variables as they apply to ensure that the email being sent is complete. Alright, one last thing to do before we get on the most exciting section or part of this walkthrough. After setting up your sheets and your templates, you are ready for your first automations. And once more, you will want to navigate to Master Settings and Automation. As you can see, I've already created a simple automation. Let's check it out. This automation is quite easy. When a new lead is received or synced, create a task to call. You can also do things like add a new record in another table or collection, delete an existing record, modify, send a notification, wait for a specified amount of time. You can even post to a social media platform or send an email, chat message. All actions currently available within the app should display in your account right there in your automations. If you have any issues setting up your automations, please do not hesitate to contact us at It's its-support support at OneScope-4-business.com. We'll be happy to help. Alright, now that you have your template and your data connected, you know how to set up your automations and maybe have set up your first automation. You are now ready to generate your leads. Let's get moving. The last step of your funnel building is lead generation. And to do this, we have developed a very specific feature accessible to you via OneScope AI. Please keep in mind that OneScope AI feature may not be available to all users, depending on the access given to a specific user. Access to OneScope AI can be set up from the master settings, views, and access. Any user without very specific access given to OneScope AI will not have the AI to go available. If you are an admin or a user authorized for OneScope AI, you should be able to toggle this on and off. So let's access your very own autonomous SDR, in other words, your lead generator. Congrats! You are now inside OneScope.ai. OneScope.ai features a dark background. Using OneScope AI, you can, at first glance, have a report of your generative AI consumption. You can also quickly access the most popular agents directly from the dashboard. For the purpose of this video, we will be using our autonomous SDR agents. The autonomous SDR agent is your sales strategic comment. You can generate leads via search, CSV upload, or visual scan. For the purpose or sake of this walkthrough, we will be using the search feature. The search feature of the autonomous SDR allows you to generate leads from any page, as long as the page is publicly available. Also, depending on the page or lead source, the data generated may be very large. For this purpose, we have specifically added that field to allow you to specify the number of leads you would like to see generated at once. Feel free to make use of this field. For this walkthrough, I would like to generate about 5 leads from a website. My prompt is to find any lead you saved. The website link below. The link we'll be using is a general link from Clutch. Let's go ahead and give this a try. I would like to specifically obtain the name, any job title, or company name if available. I would also like to retrieve website URL, LinkedIn URL. If available, I would also like to be provided with any nice code. However, considering that the URL might return data from companies or individuals located in London, please keep in mind that the next code may not return any results. I am only looking to get up to 5 leads. If any nice code is available, I should be comfortable receiving up to 3 next code. I'm ready to retrieve my leads. As you can see, this time we have better results. Our leads went from the qualification stage to the outreach ready stage. In the outreach ready stage, you can see contact information still provided, but in addition to the contact information, we also have a very specific and enhanced message ready to be sent. This message is based on research performed by your autonomous SDR. In addition, you also have the fit probability. The fit probability is generated based on your company profile. Once you're ready to send a personalized message, you can easily click on either one of the icons and send your message. Using Gmail, all the personalized outreach will be sent to each recipient. If using the MailChimp outreach, you will need to retrieve all your Modular templates, once the templates are retrieved, you can easily select the marketing templates or whichever templates you would like to use. Make sure to also fill the data for each variable as applicable. Then, send the message. Additionally, you can easily save all your leads to your leads table. To guarantee a better personalization for your outreach, access your entity profile. Inside your entity profile, you should have an entire section dedicated to your AI personalization. You can provide your core services, your short-term goals, long-term goals, competition, business model, marketing strategy, financial projection, sustainability plan. You have 2 options. You can either upload a business plan or manually enter the data. Regardless, once the data is saved, you can anytime refer this data while generating content. Alright, now that we have successfully gone through creating the templates, connecting your Google Sheets to your website, and connecting your sheets to OneScope as a data source, as well as generating your first leads using your autonomous SDR, you are ready to conquer the business market. Thank you for watching part 1 of building a sales funnel with leads generation using AI and automations. And see you next time for part 2.